Hello guys and welcome to a new lesson in Linux. In this lesson we will be talking about the network clients, and network clients consist of some tools that by those tools you can connect to another server or another system, and there are other tools that you will use in transferring and copying files between servers. The first tool we will be talking about here is the SSH tool, and first you can type SSH -v, and this will verify the SSH client version. When you press enter, you will see the version over here of your SSH. Now if you want to log in into another system or another server, you will type the command SSH -l, and then for example I will type the username Torque and then the IP of the server that I want to log into. This means that I will log into the server that has this IP by the user Torque. I'll press enter. Now I will type the password and enter, and I will type pwd to know my path, and as you see here now I'm in the home Torque in the server that has this IP, and here is the name of the server that I have just logged in. Its name is Lion. I am Torque Lion. Now to get out I will type exit and press enter. You see here is log out and the connection is closed. There is another way to log in into another server. You will type the command ssh torque, but this time I will not leave any spaces. I will just type @ and then the number of the IP of the server. And of course in here I have typed Torque. You may type any user, whatever user you have or the user that you want to log into, and I'll press enter. This may take some time. Now I'll type the password, and as you see I have logged in and I am in the server Lion now. And of course if you type pwd to be sure, you will see yourself in home Torque. I'll exit again. Now of course all of those login attempts that I have just did, they are on the default port, and the default port of the shell is 22. So if you want to access a server that has changed this port to any other port, then you will type SSH -p, and for example 3212. In here you type whatever number of the port that you want to log into or access to, and then the name of the user, and then the number of the IP, and press enter. And now I will type the password and enter. And as you see, here's the name of the server, Bird, and if you type pwd, you will find yourself on home Torque. And of course when you're logged in into any other system or any other server, you can make a directory or create a file. So any command that you will make, create a file or a directory or whatever other command, it will be saved on the system that you are logged in. Now I will exit. Okay, now we will talk about our second tool in this lesson, and it will be the SCP. The SCP is used to copy files between servers in a secure way. The file's information will be encrypted during the transfer. And of course SCP is the short word or the short form for secure copy. First I will go to cd home torque. And now let's display the files first. Here I have a file that's called 1.txt, and I would like to copy this file from this system or this server and transfer it to another server. So I will type the command scp1.txt and then root at 192.168.1.11 and then two dots slash home slash torque. And this command here means that I will transfer or copy this file here 1.txt to this path home torque in this server, and I will log in to this server by the user root. So now I'll press enter. Of course, each time I log in into another server, this will take some time, approximately 15 to 20 seconds, or maybe 10 seconds, it depends. I'll type the password and enter. As you see here, the copy operation is complete, but of course, because the file here is empty, it did not take any time, and you will find the size here 0. If you want to be, let's be sure, or be more sure that the file is successfully copied, I will enter, or I will access the server by the user torque and enter, and I'll type the password, and of course first pwd to be sure that I'm in the directory. Now I will type ls, enter. I will find the file that I have just copied. I'll exit back now. Now I'm back to the torque directory, the directory on the root. Now let's see what will happen when I try to send or copy another file, but this time I will add the option -v, and of course here I will change the file. I will copy 2.txt. Now what this command will do is that it will send or copy this file here, but it will show you the whole process that will happen during the copying operation. As you see, when you press enter, it will show you the whole process. And it will keep on going on. I'll pause the video until it finishes. As you see here, it's showing for you all of the process that's happening, each step following the step that's after it, all the way up until here it says next authentication method, the password. It's asking me to type the password. And I'll press enter. And as you see, it displayed even all of the processes that happening from the time I have typed the password until I have accessed the torque. Sorry, I mean until the time that the file has been copied and transferred. Okay, now if you want to copy a file, and this file, I mean the server that you want to send this file for, has changed the port from the default port to another port, you will type the same command, but with here scp, you will add the option -p, and then the number of the port. For example, here it will be 3212, and then the name of the file and the server's IP number and the path. It's exactly like the other command, but you will add the -p and you will add the port number and press enter. Okay, so here it should be capital P. Now for press enter, it will copy the file. Now I will type the password and enter. It appears that I have lost connection here, so I will try the command one more time. Now I will type the password and enter, and as you see, it has copied the file successfully. Okay, now if you want to send a file and limit the bandwidth, you will type the command. First I will display the files. Now I will try copying the file for .txt, so I will type, or let's make it million.txt. I will type the command, but I will add the L option to it. Of course, here I will remove the port number, and here I will add L and then the file's name, and remove 3.txt and make it million.txt. And here after the -L, I will add number 800, and here I will change the end number of the IP. Now here I have limited to 800, and 800 here refers to kilobits, not bytes. So here I have limited to 800 kilobits, which means 100 kilobytes, because I have divided this number by 8. Whatever number you add here, divide it into 8 to know the speed in kilobytes. Now I'll press enter, and I'll type the password and enter. And of course here the speed process will keep going down until it's limited to 100 kilobytes. And this means that the transfer could be by any rate under 100 kilobytes, but it will not get more than 100 kilobytes. And as you can see here, this is the estimated time, and this is the size, and this is the percentage of the completion. And now the file is successfully copied. Now if you want to copy a directory, you will type the command first. I will remove this. You will type the same command, but here you will type -r, and of course I will remove this number. And I have one directory here which is tmp, so here I will add tmp, and this means that I will copy this directory. I will press enter, I'll type the password and enter, and as you see here, it has copied the directory. And as you can see here, this file has been transferred in a high speed, which is 575 kilobytes. And if you limit it by this command, like the one that we have just did here, it will be very nice because it will relieve the bandwidth or the load on the bandwidth. So now we have talked about the SCP, the secure copy, and how to copy a directory or copy a file, and how to manage the copying process by limiting the speed in kilobytes. Now we will talk about another tool, and it's called the FTP. FTP is the user interface to the Internet Standard File Transfer Protocol. The program allows a user to transfer files to and from a remote network site. First, I will install the FTP tool by the command yum install FTP. It will start now the installation process. I'll press on Y to complete the installation and enter. Here you can see the package is installed and it's complete. Now I'll type our first command here. It will be FTP, then FTP again, dot ed3mny.com, and by this command I will connect to this website here using the FTP, and I'll press enter. It will ask me for the name of the user. Type the username, then I'll type password and enter. As you can see here, the message 230 OK. This means that you have successfully logged in by the FTP tool. Now I'll type ls to list the files. I have listed all of the files. I will go to a directory that has the name www by cd and enter. Now I'm in the directory. I'll type ls to list the files. Now, as you can see here, a list of all of the files that are on the directory www in the website ed3mny.com. Let's, for example, I want to download this file over here, support.php. I will type get support.php. By this command I will download the file to the directory that I was in before logging into FTP, which is home.torque. I'll press enter. As you see, it has successfully been downloaded, and here, as you can see, it says received in this number of seconds, and this is the size of the file. You can download a multiple of files at the same time. You will type the same command get. For example, I will choose two other files like this one over here, view ticket and web development. So I will type view.ticket.php, and then I will make a space and then add the other one. And by that I will download both files. Press enter. You can see here it says the time that it was received in and the size. Sorry, I mean this is the speed that it was downloaded in. Now, as I have said, before that any file I download from here will be downloaded in home torque. If I want the files to be downloaded in another directory, I will type lcd and then type the path. For example, here I'll type lcd/home/torque/ftp. This means that all of the files that I download from here will be downloaded in FTP, and I'll press enter. As you see now, local directory now /home/torque/ftp. Now let's try to get another file. But there is new ticket.php and enter, and it's successfully downloaded. Of course, you can use a download tool to download all files from a particular extension. For example, you want to download all of the files that ends with JPG as an extension, so you will type wget and then space star.jpg, and this will download all of the files that ends with the extension JPG. Press enter, and it will ask you in each single file. If you press Y and enter, it will download, and it will ask me again Y, enter, it will download, and by this way it will keep on asking you in each file if you want to download it or not. And of course, if you don't want to download the file, you will press on N, which means no. Here I will press no on all of them. Okay, now let's see how to delete a file from the website. First, I will type ls to display the files, and for example, I would like to delete this file over here, sitemap.txt. I will type the command delete and then the file's name, sitemap.txt, and enter, and you will see here deleted sitemap.txt. Now ls and enter. As you see, it will not appear over here, it's deleted. Of course, you can make a directory inside this website by typing mkdir, and I will name the directory crash and press enter. As you can see here, the directory was successfully created. I would like to go to the directory cd crash and enter. Now it's stating that I'm in the current directory public_html. I'm in the directory crash. Okay, now as you know, I have some saved files in the home directory, the home torque FTP. Now I would like to upload some files from my system to this website. So in home torque FTP directory, I have a couple of files that I will upload to this website. They will be uploaded in the directory crash. So let's see how to upload some files from my system to this website to the directory crash. I will type put file.txt. This means that I will upload the file that has the name file.txt on the directory crash on this website. I'll press enter. As you can see here, file successfully transferred. There's another way to upload. For example, if I want files from a certain extension, I'll type input and then space star.txt, and this means that I will upload all of the files that has the extension .txt to the directory crash on this website. I'll press enter. It will keep asking me yes and yes and yes. So it will keep asking you in each file if you want to upload it or not. Now I'll type ls and enter. As you can see, here are all of the files that I have uploaded, and here are the names of the files: 1.txt, 3.txt, and file.txt. Now I will type pwd and enter. As you can see here, it's saying that public HTML crash is your current location. I am in the crash directory, and now I will type exit to get out of this website and enter. Now I am back to my system again. And now to the last tool that we will learn in this lesson. It's called the wget. And wget is a tool that you may use to download files from web links. First I will install it. Yum install wget, enter, and it will start the installation process. And I'll press Y to complete the installation. As you see here, the package is successfully installed. Now let's have our first command in wget. It will be wget and then the name of the website. And this command will download the file 1.zip from this website. Press enter. It will start the downloading. And it's successfully downloaded. Our second command here will be wget, then the name of the website. And then I'll type the name of the website again. And by this command, I'm using this command to download a multiple of files, this file and this file here. And of course you can download files from different websites. You will add just here a space, and then you will type the website and the file that you want to download. Now I'll press enter. It will start downloading both files. And now the download is complete. You see download 2 files, and we will have another command, and it will be the wget minus o, and then minus 0 first. So here it will be a capital O, and then I'll type first dot zip www.ed3mny.com, then slash fast.zip. And this command means that I want to download this file, but I want it to be renamed the moment it's downloaded to my system by this name over here. Now I'll press enter. It will start downloading the file. and it has downloaded the file successfully. Now I'll type ls-l. You will see here the file has been downloaded by the name that I have chosen, first.zip. Okay, now let's display the file link.txt. As you see here, I have three files or three links. Now if I want the wget to extract links from a file and download them, I will type wget, then -i, and then the name of the file, link.txt, and enter, and it will start downloading. I'll pause the video until it finishes. As you see here, it has downloaded three files, complete and successful. And by this lesson we have talked about the network clients and the tools used to access other servers and to transfer and copy files and directories between servers. Thank you for watching.